Carl here from Games, Brains and a Headbanging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. It's album review time. You've seen the title. Ontario-based metalcore heavyweight Counterparts. They're gearing up for the release of their upcoming full-length A Eulogy for Those Still Here. Due out October 7th via Pure Noise Records. Are you excited for this one? I'd imagine so, because this is a band that exudes passion and honesty. Counterparts. They've built up a loyal fan base by being relatable and believable, all while producing music that can do two things: bring tears to the eyes while causing carnage in the pits. They are one of the giants of the metalcore scene, having been around since like 2007, and with the Eulogy for Those Still Here, I think they go one step further in cementing what is their legacy. It's an album filled with captivating melodies, wild and heavy core instrumentation, abrasive tone shifts, scathing vocals, and so much more. It is one of those albums where it's almost impossible to not feel something here, even if you're not always quite sure what that is. The important thing is that it has this effect. It is a visceral listen. And while that might feel par for the course for Counterparts, they've been doing this a while, there's something deeper here. A Eulogy for Those Still Here feels like an ending. Even though it's not, that is not the case. It's just the mindset that Counterparts chose to have while working on it. What that does is it gives the album more weight. Like everything they've done, this might be the most important thing they ever do musically. Once again, it builds and strengthens the bond between the band and their listeners. It's almost a symbiotic relationship between Counterparts and their fans and listeners, expressing themselves in the most intense ways. A Eulogy for Those That Still Here features 11 tracks of real-life pain and suffering, but importantly, it's not a downbeat record. That's not quite how Counterparts works, instead choosing to be what is brutally honest and show how those lows can be turned into highs, even if it does take an incredible amount of work and doesn't always feel possible. All of this myriad of feelings comes pouring out on A Eulogy for Those Still Here. It is so impactful, and it's such necessary listening. There's no ignoring that aspect of A Eulogy for Those Still Here. It's near impossible to hear the music in a heavy bubble, as heart and soul is such an inherent part of who Counterparts are. Though, saying that, if you're after abrasive metalcore music with hardcore-esque intensity and moving melodic tones, it is an album that more than delivers. In fact, I'm going to go as far as say it might be the best metalcore album of 2022. Yeah, this is a banger. It is a clear Counterparts album, but not a rerun of everything they've done in the past. If you've been a fan up to this point, you've been following them over your career, you're going to feel very much at home here. If you're brand new to this band, you're going to certainly be intrigued and interested by what you hear. You're going to enjoy this a lot. You're going to feel something. I keep coming back to that. You're going to feel something from this album. I feel like that's such an important aspect of this album, maybe more than anything I've ever heard by Counterparts before. I don't know if it's the state of the world as I look around me right this very minute, but I really felt connected to this album more than I have done with Counterparts in the past, and that's really interesting. And I'm a big fan of this band. I think they're a really strong group and continue to get better through release after release. I almost couldn't quite believe that they've been around since 2007, such as sometimes the modern and freshness that comes with them. Chances are you're already looking forward to this album. It is a eulogy for those still here. I don't think I need to tell you to check it out, but in case I do, go check it out. It's out October 7th, 2022 via Pure Noise Records. Hit it up, come back here, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?